this book is dedicated to every woman determined to abandon what was and bold enough to discover what could still become. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Thedaniuknow and I am Danny. If you are new here, super glad to have you. If you have been a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you for being here today. My content is like a box of chocolate. The only consistent thing is mostly that this chocolate drop, me, is here every week. Subscribe only if you feel the vibe though. No pressure. So let's get into it. So today I am bringing to you guys a talk video. So I know in my previous video I was like, yo, quit my job doing photography, figuring out life. But it was not just a I hate my job quit. It was not that type of situation. My faith had a big role to play in it. So today I am bringing to you guys a faith-filled talk, and also we're gonna talk a little bit about this book. It's called Woman Evolve, okay, by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Break up with your fears and revolutionize your life. So this is one of the books that I have been reading during my little, what I call, work break. So I kind of wanted to share with you guys some of the good stuff that's in this book, give my little review, and kind of how my faith has played a part in my journey. This book is one of my favorite books. It is one that I will not loan out. I would rather buy someone a copy of it than to give them my copy. Like, that's how I feel about this book. And the reason I feel that this book is really good if you're going through a transition period of trying to find out what your next step is because she talks about Eve, the story of Eve. And I know most people was like, ooh, hate that chick. But she kind of points out the Eve in all of us, that Eve that kind of questions what God said to her, the Eve that made a huge, mistake and probably wrestled with a lot of thoughts after, but still had a promise from God. But it's like, how do you even get there? So she goes a lot into talking about just how you have to be comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone to get to where you need to be, allowing people to see you in ways that they haven't seen you. One of the things I appreciate about this book is how much internal work it really takes to get through this book. She stops you after every pivotal moment and asks you questions like, when was the moment you felt like everything shifted in your life? What are the goals that you want to reach, and what do you need to reach those goals? If you just dream and you let your mind dream, what are those things that fill up your mind? She goes into a lot of self-work to kind of pinpoint where you are, where you need to be, and then she just lovingly, like an auntie, just like comes in, loves you, speaks to where you're at specifically, and is like, no, you have to get up. You have to get up and go after the things that you're called to, because it is tied to somebody else and what they're gonna need. So no, you can't just allow yourself to have the thoughts of you're inadequate, you can't do it. She's like, guess what? It will never add up. You will never have everything that you need all in the right time, all with the right people. You will never have all the resources just add up all together to make everything perfect. You won't. Okay? So what you're gonna have to do is learn to take baby steps to get to where you need to go. And that's one of the ways that we partner with God, because we're like, hey, what you're asking from me, what you're calling me to, I'm sure you knew when you asked me, but I don't have all that. And he's like, okay, well, let's start with what you do have. He's looking for us to start. So she really kind of just coaxes you out of some of the fears that you have. Like, address what's stopping you from becoming the woman that God has called you to be, because newsflash, he is calling you to be a greater woman and to evolve into the person that he's wanting you to be. The thing is, we're like, within life, the things that happen to us, the things that don't happen to us, sometimes we can just take on things and identities and weights that we were never really meant to carry, that weren't us. And we're just like, no, this is my personality, this is who I am. But I promise you, if you take the time, slow down, pray and talk to God, bring those fears and those moments to him, he will actually show you who he's creating and who he created you to be. Like, take you back to, you know, manufacturer's setting, erase all of the other stuff and get you back to your original version of yourself. And I feel like Woman Evolve is a really good book to start with that. So I know I've said a lot, or maybe I've said nothing at all, but I hope some of it has resonated with you. My channel, I want it to be growth, where you guys can see me grow through different things, but I'm always going to want to give you guys something of value that hopefully helps you in your own life as well. And so this is why I brought up this book. So if you do want more of me sharing, you know, faith type content, give this video a thumbs up and then leave me, you know, comment down below. Maybe if you have other books you recommend, or if you've read this book, or just where you're at in your life. Like, I would love to hear from you guys. So hope this video meant something to you. I will see you next week.